right. What's up, everybody? Welcome. To another episode of the Wiley Show. I see y'all in the building. Let me make sure I can see the comments there. What's up, everybody? We are here with another episode. What we're going to be talking about, one of my colleagues, Cynthia G. We rarely talk about her on the show, but I got some disturbing news, and this came across my timeline. And Storm had her in the title, and he was announcing her new channel. And I want to discuss this because if you're a creator, I want you to hear this as well. That when you are created, you better have a plan B. Yes, I said it. You better have you a plan B of bringing another income. If YouTube is your sole income, you in trouble. All right. And the reason why I say that, you can have a channel monetized today and your monetization could be gone that same day. So Cynthia G is a YouTuber, and she came out on Storm's show and said that I lost my videos wasn't getting monetized and I couldn't go live, and I woke up to a strike on my channel, and I went through the review. It was approved by YouTube, approved by a video that was released 2 years ago. And then she had to go through this ordeal. This reminded me of fucking Daniva. He released a video maybe 3-4 years ago, and it was taken down, and I believe his whole page was down, and he had to get like a lawyer to get his page back. And that's like a teachable moment for creators, that this cannot be your end all be all, because something can happen, rules can change, and you can lose this. You better have a plan B. Was I upset that Cynthia G lost her monetization? Yes, I was. That she couldn't get stuff monetized? Absolutely. I'm upset with anybody that lose that. It messes me up when people loses that, because that's the end all be all. I've noticed that YouTube is not that guaranteed. When I looked at a Google check and most of the income was gone, I knew then. I said, you know what? I'm gonna keep on working and building. I'm gonna keep this side gig. All right. Because YouTube is not guaranteed. You will have people that will false flag, false copyright strike you, false this, false that. And you as the creator have to fight this and and still entertain. So when I was looking, I said, ain't nothing wrong with it. I got me a job. I can work as many hours I want to work, right? I get a retirement plan, put into a retirement plan, etc. Because YouTube is not guaranteed. Yes, you can make money on YouTube. You can make a lot of money on YouTube. I just think that the creators that is making a lot of money on YouTube, that are the top paid YouTubers, they're not doing celebrity gossip. They are literally doing something else, like skits and something. I don't think they're talking about Cardi. I'm talking about making millions. I'm not talking about the people in this sector. I'm talking about making millions, where you got $80 million you made from YouTube. There ain't no celebrity gossip tea channel on YouTube bringing in 40 to 50 million. Let's be clear on that, okay? So for me, it's just like it's a teachable moment, because you make videos and YouTube can just say, oh, I don't like it, monetization gone, Or you can have a content creator that will false flag you or say, this is their content, this is my copyrighted content, when out of this world, listen, you don't own this content, it's not yours. Then you have to fight that. It reminded me of Kaya, when Kaya and Armand, he played a snippet of her show and she flagged him and he couldn't go live, and he had to fight it. And then YouTube said, hey, told Kaya, listen, you have to get a court order and prove that this is yours, right? Because YouTube is out of it. Because when you talk about copyright or fair use, YouTube is the middleman. They'll take it down, but you as the creator have a right to respond. And then they're going to go to that person and be like, okay, you need a court order to say that this is yours. And most creators ain't going to waste money going to a judge, serving a person. Like, it's too much. It's too much. It's unnecessary headache. So, but it was a teachable moment in that, because you look at these entities, right? YouTube is I like YouTube, honestly. I don't make a lot of money. It's enough to, pay my rent and that's it. Bills. I need another side gig to help. It's not enough to have a car note. It's not enough to have insurance. It's just not enough for that. But it's enough to pay my rent, put food on the table. That's it. It ain't enough where I'm gonna have, I got $8,000 up to put in the bank. No, I don't make that type of money. It's literally month to month, right? And so that's why I said, this ain't meant for me to just focus all on that, right? It's other ways. And when I looked at Cynthia G moment, and then she said something out of her mouth, you guys, she said, this ain't the first time I've lost a channel. This may be my third channel. And I was like, wow. And then I said, well, what is she talking about on YouTube? So I know not to talk about that. What kind of content is she doing? Because if you lost a channel and two, and I was on her side, and then she was like, I lost 3 channels. What are you talking about? That you're losing channels like losing a pair of socks. Like, what are you talking about on those channels? Because if you are losing, first of all, if you lose one channel, okay, if you come back, you need to say, okay, what not to do. But if you're telling me this is your third channel or third or fourth channel, it's something that you're doing that YouTube just don't want to be in the bed with. And maybe you need to do a show or have an outlet where you could just freely do it. And then she said, well, I'm working on a website. Well, you should have been had that website. No offense to my colleague, with love. You should have been had that website. Because if you losing channels and you keep losing channels, you don't need to dive into that. You know what I mean? You just don't need to dive into that. And so now YouTube, and this is where we're pretty much, I believe this is going to be like the last week of us doing lives, because they don't monetize the lives on this show. Like, you have to fill out the thing and wait 7 days. So you didn't waste 7 days of getting monetized. And then when you do pre-recorded videos, poof, monetized. When you do live videos, not monetized. And so now a lot of creators, your favorite creators that you used to like to watch live, can't go live anymore. They just do pre-recorded because their videos is not being monetized. And then the people that will see me live is just the members. Like, they will see me live on Zoom, and they would get like a live taping, right, Paul? This is like the new thing we're going to do. They would get like a live taping of us, and we will post what we post, and then we'll be on Zoom on my phone, and they will hear my commentary. And if they want to call in, they'll be a part of the show. But the public will see it when it come out, whenever I'm done taping. But the members will see us live. That's what we discussed, Paul. Right? The members will see us live. So, and then our reality show segment, where reality show, that will be live. But other than that, like regular commentary, it had to be pre-recorded because the video is not being monetized. Then today you wake up, it's finally monetized. But it's been a week of money just gone out the window. So, that's the game of YouTube. It's just the game of YouTube. Yes, I love the shorts. You don't make no money. And then with the shorts, you got to keep at it, because you could do one month we was dominating the views with the shorts. And then you got to keep doing it, because that's where the most viewership come. Like, we had a slow week because we didn't put out enough shorts. So it's just like you have to follow that business of YouTube. It is a business. And again, YouTube hold all the cards. They the boss. Google is the boss. Even though we can say, oh, we are content creator, we're all, no. YouTube, they're in charge. Like, You have to fight it. It's no like process. Now, legally you can fight it, but most creators, YouTube, no, you don't have the resource to fight us. We are a machine. And they bank on you not doing that because they hold all the cards. And so my advice to us as creators, and I think Lovely T is going to be making this announcement. She have an app that's in development where she's going to have her own app that she built from scratch, not from a third-party company that she licensed through them, but her own app where it will be on Apple and on the Android store, the Google store, and on the Android and on Apple store. And she's going to put all like original content on her app, and you pay, I believe she said, a fee. She said that a couple of months ago. Something what Tasha K have, but Lovely T would be different. Hers is actually built from the ground up and not licensed to a third-party company like Tasha K app is built through a third-party company. So I get that point. But when it comes to Cynthia G, it is sad. You know, I don't like to see people lose anything. I don't. And I just tell people, and I believe Cynthia is understand this, because when she says she lost 3 channels, she know how this goes. Is it fair? No, it's not fair. But life is not fair. You just have to either you're gonna cry about it or move on. And so hopefully she can avoid this. But now she have a 4th channel, a brand new channel. The revolution will not be televised. But if you continue to talk about the things that got you banned or deleted the first 2 times or 3 times, then you need to change it up. Maybe you need to do a hair channel. Maybe you need to do a fashion channel. Maybe, you know what I mean? So, yes. So Denise was like, so it takes an entire week to monetize one video? Absolutely. Absolutely. And then Storm Share is a time where his videos weren't being monetized. And so that's why a lot of creators now are pre-recorded. And then even I've noticed the creators that's doing pre-recorded, the views are not the same. It's a different vibe when it's live because you got the callers calling in. They want to see it live. And so it's just a different vibe, I would say. It's a different algorithm. It's just a different type of spirit, you know? It's a different type of vibe versus a pre-recorded. So for me to keep the spirit technically like I'm live, I have to do it in front of a live audience. So I would do it in front of my members. So they would see me do the live. Okay. And it's really sad. And I don't laugh at her. I didn't laugh at any other creators that we brought onto this show, where it was one creator, he lost his monetization, and we brought him on the show, and he started dragging us later on. But when nobody answered the phone, we answered the phone and brought him on, right? Because I don't like when a person lose like their job. This is where you eat. You know what I mean? So I brought him on the show. He worked that out, and he got his channel back, right? He got his monetization back. So I don't laugh at people like that. Like, it's okay to giggle, but like when people lose their livelihood, I don't think that's funny. And I don't want to give people that power. That's how I would work on the outside and do this. You know what I mean? Of course, we get in the business thing front, but I just look at Cynthia G, and I'm hurting in a sense, because I don't like to see our beautiful queens suffer like that. And I understand my queen, she want to be independent. She want to be able to speak what she want to speak. But when you are speaking on a platform that is controlled by a power structure, you can't be that independent thinker like that. You have to play the game. You have to play the games. So, you know what I mean? So someone said creators used to be so excited about going live, but since y'all not getting paid, the thrill is gone. YouTube destroyed its own platform by treating creator by not treating creator friendly, fairly, right? So I'm still excited going live. I still put the best shows, ain't making a dime. Literally, she have over 100,000 followers on that channel, over 100,000 followers. Ain't making a dime. But I still do it because I love to talk. So I love to talk. It's days when I'm pinching pennies. I'm like, oh crap. Like, thank God for like a side gig that come through. I go to Chicago and I'm hustling. You know what I'm saying? And then I have grandma, and then I got to work and hustle. You know what I mean? And then I got to go live knowing that it would be 7 days until I see a penny of what I created. I don't complain. I just continue to do it. I don't complain. I continue to do it. I get up, get on camera, and I entertain because I love what I do. I love talking to people. I love it. I feel good. I feel free. I know my purpose is to make people laugh. I know my purpose is to inform, educate, entertain. I love to do that. I love the relationships that I built on this platform. And the money ain't nowhere there. You think I'm making hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm not, but the love is there, the drive is there. And so I'm loving to learn the study of business and the study of this and study of how YouTube work because it is it's always changing. Like it's new changes already here on YouTube, new guidelines, and it's hard to keep up with all the rule changes because again, YouTube is catering to more celebrity type of people being on a platform versus the regular Joes. They want the celebrities. So, you know what I mean? So that's just how it goes. And so I don't necessarily complain as much, but I let the viewers know that creators, we have that. Like we have that on the back end. And it's some creators have to fight through it and still create, still entertain, and hope you get paid, right? So that's the whole struggles. And so when people were sending me emails, they was like, Wiley, I've noticed like a lot of my favorite creators, they're not live anymore because they're not making the money. It's just that simple. Unless you're cutting a check, unless you know heavily like sending super, and thank you to the people that cash out membership to keep us afloat. Thank you. Um, but you got to do it. You know, it's I love it. It's a drive. It's a vibe. I love it. It feels good. But I just don't like to see like my sis, you know, this queen going through what she's going through. It's painful, right? Um, so this ain't me giggling or laughing at what her experience. It's just a teachable moment, how to avoid it. Like, what is she talking about? Like I said, I'm not the biggest, you know, Cynthia G fan. I only start to watch her content because Storm will collaborate with her. But I didn't watch her channel religiously. You know why? Because I'm too busy working on my show and producing content. I just don't have the time to watch what this person is doing. I could just look in the title and come to my own conclusion of what you're going to say, and I talk about it. But when she says she lost the monetization from her channel, it's sad. It's really sad. And so I know a lot of people don't know who Cynthia G is, but she is a YouTuber, right? She is a YouTuber. She's a Black, beautiful woman, very intelligent. The sky is the limit of what she can do. And she ran into a little speed bump with her channel. YouTube took her monetization or not monetize her video, and she can't go live on the Cynthia G channel. So she decided to create her new channel. But I hope that she take this with love. That she try to do some research and be like, okay, what is I'm doing? And let me not do that again so I can keep my channel up or keep my monetization up. Okay. And I get it. I get it. A lot of people say, well, she tears down Black men with no solutions. I get it. I understand. People are being, she's, you know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily listen to her channel at all like that when she gets to those modes. Because I know I am a beautiful guy. I don't have baby mama drama, okay, or baby daddy drama. I don't have any of that, right? I'm a single Black man, and I'm happy. So it won't. I won't cater to that content because I'm not a bad dude. Like I'm not da 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 da. But it's a lot of dudes that are, and maybe she was with a guy that traumatized her. When I hear from Cynthia G, when she do criticize Black men, I hear trauma. I hear trauma. Like she is she have a lot of trauma. She was mistreated by a lot of black men. Father mistreated her. Her grandfather mistreated her. Her daddy mistreated her. Her brother mistreated her. Her uncle mistreated her. The mailman mistreated her. Her teacher, who was a black man, mistreated her. So all her life, she saw no good black men. So she became this older black woman, and she just traumatized. Okay? And until she can meet a good black man and stop grouping all black men as being evil, then maybe she would maybe she won't be as upset. But that's her opinion, that's her vibe. You know, I just think a lot of men mistreated her. In her lens, we ain't crap. So I'm not even going to try to change her because she's a broken piece of person. She's broken. And I just don't have the time to rebuild a woman. I want a woman already built. And I could just add on with a solid foundation, and I add on to the solid foundation. But try to rebuild her up? Absolutely not. I can't do it. So, but I do want to say thank you to Storm for at least bringing her on the channel. And I F with that. I F with Storm doing that. I really do. I think that was, he's a guy of integrity to bring her on the show. Despite what I say about him, he brought her on the show. Even though I may not see eye to eye with him, but at least that man brought her on the show. And if he didn't do it, it wouldn't be a topic. So I see everything that people post on YouTube. I see it down my timeline. Like I got a couple of videos that I'm gonna tape, and I'm gonna go live on Zoom. Like I gotta see how I can do live on my Zoom on my phone. So y'all work with me on that. And then I'll tape some videos and stuff. And then I just premiere it to the public. I see how that would work versus me doing on station. Y'all get like a private like taping of me before the public get to see it. But I get it. But I think what Storm did, and people would say, why don't black creators get along? I just think that you all are watching. I get along with Scotty by Nature TV, Trey Sorrell, T Spiller, right? I get along with Lovely T. I get along with Nick at Night. I get along with Tasha K. We have our own get along type of thing. But I think what people want, they want total kumbaya and see. No, we are all different type of people. We all have different type of views, right? So I just think that when people say, why don't black, I mean, we do. Is all of us going to be peaceful? No, that don't exist. There is no, that's get out of La La Land. Like, I just don't understand it. I get along with Milagro Grams. I get along with these people. When I post something, they repost it. They talk. I get along with these people. These people don't hate me. They never met me. So I get along with these people. I go in a restaurant, I go in a club, I done drag people. We just in the club dancing and grinding on each other, drinking. So this is entertainment. I just think a lot of people, now there is some people that is strange in real life that will pull up in real life. I'm not one of those type of dudes. I get along with those people. I don't have a problem with nobody on YouTube. I talk my mess and I leave it on you and I'm done. I don't have a problem with them all. I can see Tasha on October 20th. If she at the store, I get along with her. Right? But I'm not going to paint this picture that everybody is going to be a kumbaya. No, that's not going to exist. Never will. So, and then what gets me with people, they group us all. No, I am a YouTuber and I love what I do. I love this community. I love to entertain. I got good news on Facebook. We're the Rising Creator again this week. I love it. I get along with Sean David Wade. I get along with these people. These are very beautiful brothers. Very, very beautiful people. Very beautiful people. And so I just think they just can't handle me sometime being a bad guy or sometime being aggressive. What I do, I get it, but I'm likable. I'm this type of person. I've talked to plenty of creators. You think we really beefing and we just talking behind the scenes? I talk with a lot of your favorite creators. We be on the phone talking, encouraging. Some of these creators going through a lot. When I shared my bipolar experience, one creator reached out to me. They suffer from anxiety and they were shocked. They didn't want who to talk to, and I talked to them about it. And of course, privately, but we talked. It's a lot of people that I talk to, but I don't necessarily have to understand and just tell you who I talk to. But I talk to a lot of creators. I've been on this platform for over a decade. Of course, you build relationships and you talk to folks. You do it, but I just think people want you to be something that you're not. Like, if you want the slow, mellow, soft-spoken, it's channels that will give you that. If you want the hood, ghetto, ratchet, get yelled at, come to the Wiley Show. But sometimes I could be a little calm, but I don't want to be calm every day. I live a very calm, peaceful life off the camera, and then I want to yell and let out this frustration. That's just me. When I'm in Chicago, I can't yell as much because, the kids, blah, blah, blah. When I'm in my own house, yeah, la 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 la. So I do it. And so this is what I do as a creator. Like tomorrow, we'll be live with some special guests. We'll be breaking down Chasing Atlanta. And that whole group of folks gonna hate my guts. They're gonna get mad, pressed, in their feelings, all because of my opinion. All right. So, but it's not gonna stop me from doing what I do. Because my job is to entertain. And the masses feel that way. You're entertaining. And I thank you. All right. But to Cynthia G, when she said, this is my third channel, that to me, she have to do an internal investigation of herself. And to say she need to first examine herself. Put a mirror, look in that mirror and examine you. Why you keep going through this? You must be the problem. Now, the first one, okay. Second, but third one, wait a minute. Yeah. So if you don't know who Cynthia G is, press 2. If you knew who she was, type in Cynthia G. If you know who Cynthia G is, type her name in the chat. If you didn't know who she is, type 2. Put 2 in the chat. If you knew who Cynthia G is, type her name in the chat. If you know her, watch her content, you know exactly what I'm typing, type in Cynthia G. Very quickly. If you knew who she was, type Cynthia G in. If you don't know, press 2. If you know who Cynthia G is, type her name. If you didn't know, press 2. Cynthia G better give me a check. All right. If you didn't know who she is, press 2. You don't know. I don't know. If you don't know who she is, press 2. Okay. All right. So I don't know if anybody want to call in because y'all in this chat. I see Cynthia on another platform, not her own. Okay. All right. Now, do y'all want to call in and got something to say? I just have to make sure. And y'all, excuse me, I walking today. And we was out walking hard today. And shout out this beautiful park in my neighborhood. They got a big old camera in the park because these folks came to the park, want to act up. And it wasn't black folks. It wasn't us. It was the Mexicans. They came there acting a plump fool. And when I tell you they liked them beer bottles and they was doing the most, that my white neighbors, they came together and they got the police involved, and the police installed this big old gigantic camera. Because why come there if you can't hold your liquor, want to aggressive, want to fight and all that? Come on. Why y'all acting up like this? We never had this. When I moved here, I've been here about 6 years. We never had this issue until they came over and stuff like. And I don't want to group everybody in there, but come on now. They didn't want to leave. At a certain time, you got to leave the park. Didn't want to leave the park, and they causing chaos. And of course, we get it because we talk to the neighbors, and we get it. They talk to the neighbors, and this is here in Dallas. we get it. We communicate with the neighbors, and we was on a Zoom call. So the neighbors came together. And one thing I love about neighbors in this community, they gonna deal with the mayor and the police. And they came quick, right? They had 2 squad cars that was there yesterday. I met 2 of the police officers, actually 4 of the police, because it was 2 in each car. And he told us yesterday that they're going to install some a camera up there and everything up there. Because like I told him, I said, I like the park. I like the park to walk. I like it. It's a great vibe. But I see culturally, I feel like the culture is kind of shifting because of all the alcohol use and all the beer bottles and the trash, the litter. I've never seen this out of the 6 years I occupied this space. I've never seen this park so filthy. So this like a new group, and they don't understand how we do things here, and we won't tolerate it. And one of the neighbors said, we're not going to tolerate it. That's what she said. She said it like that. With her 2 poodles, she said we're going to tolerate it. And I'm going to write a letter. And she not only did she wrote her letter, but she made sure that the police came and they did what they said they're going to do. And I see the crowd like they dispersing, like they're not doing as much, because you got to be careful. And then she said something. Can I repeat what she said, Paul? She said, and I don't want to have to call ICE, but I will. I'm like, she looked at me like, what she calling ICE on me? I'm like, man, I'm an American. I ain't got to worry about no ICE unless you talk about some ice cubes at the store. But I just, but because people need to understand, like Dallas, the mayor is a Republican. He's not Democrat. So, but I saw how quickly the police respond to this issue, because the community said, we're not going to stand for it. And they was there last night. They were there last night. And all of that. Okay. All right. So that's how that happened. Okay. All right. Okay. That's what happened. Okay. They said, please thumbs up, subscribe, please do. So this is in Dallas, not Chicago. All right. So I'm like, oh my God, because I like to go off on a nice run, a walk, or whatever the case may be. But I see culturally, so I went out a little early today because it could kind of, this is a 2B version of Mexico. Y'all taping. Anyway, I said, let me come out early with all the white folks out. And then at night, they can have it. But they weren't standing for it. Like, they keep the police there now. Like, they claim it. And so I see the day, and I'll let y'all know, because I was on like, where's all that music? Because I was talking to my neighbors. Like, we were taking out the trail. I'm like, where's all that music come on? Where's all this music? Where's all this music? And it's not in English. And it's loud. And it was coming from the park. Like, they was at the park, I think at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So we can't stand from that. We just cannot. Like, come on, bro. Y'all doing the most. Come on. All right. But anyway, they said, what's going on with Cynthia G? She had lost her monetization. All right. So let's go. If anybody want to call in, you are more than welcome to call in. I will post the number on the chat here. If anybody more than welcome to come in, 972-674-9462. If you want to call in, 972-674-9462. All right. They worse. Okay. Anybody got something to say? If you're in the building, you can say something really quickly. If you want to call in, you're more than welcome to do so at this very moment. And we will allow you all to call in and give your opinion. Right. Okay, so that's the number on the screen here. Y'all wait a minute because y'all already calling. Y'all already calling in. Dang it. Okay. All right. So y'all can call back in. All right. If anybody want to call in, was it fair for Cynthia G to lose her monetization? The number is on the screen here, 972-674-9462. Call in and let your voice be heard. Was it fair that she lost her monetization? Call this person back because they called in. Let me call them back. I'm gonna call them back.
Your call is.
All right. Okay. So that's the number on the screen here. Hey, so it's for, and then also, it's a lot. Like I'm telling you, man, it's rough. It's really rough. Oh, I forgot my cup is green. My cup is green. I was like, wait a minute, I can't see it. My cup is green. They said everybody is losing their monetization. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Your
All right. Okay. Guys, better open up a business and get a job because YouTube is getting tough. You better say it. Man, finishing up this degree. Okay. And when I tell you, I fill up the degree and I got a job. And I'm about to tell them folks, listen, put me down for a double and day. No, but yeah, you have to think, you got to have a plan B. All right. Wiley need to get, okay. All right. I just want to know, anybody want to get their opinion and chime on in? But I just had to come in and talk to you. I had to because if I didn't discuss this, I mean, you wouldn't have known, but I discussed it because I saw it in my timeline, right? My heart is saying discuss it. And so I'm glad I did. All right. But I also want to say, honestly, for any creator that want to get in the game, this is the best time to get in the game and just study the game, man. That's all I can say about it. Study it, understand it, it's strategies you can do and do it. But I thank y'all so very much for y'all amazing support, for y'all coming on the show and showing love. Also, to Cynthia G, to the Cynthia G family, I am praying that she find a beautiful man that's going to love her, especially. But I hope and pray that she get a man that love her spiritually, emotionally, and in that bedroom, and that she get a great man. And I pray that she be willing to submit to that great man. That is my prayer to Cynthia G. I pray not only she be obedient, but she submit in total submission to that beautiful black man. That is my prayer. That she be obedient. Do you hear me? Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. I want her to be obedient. When times can always put God first. I want her to meet a man. When that man walk in the room, she stand until he give her the order to sit down. That's my prayer. That's my prayer. I like when I walk in a room and women stand up for me as an alpha man. That's my standard because women stand. Because I am a true alpha man. And grateful to be here. I'm so grateful to see you all yet again. And I said, I'm going to come live and talk about this. And I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. I want to say thank you. Now, I had to come talk about the Cynthia G situation, but my prayer that she get a man that she submit to him, that she submit to him. All right. Thank you all. Thank you all for y'all support. We love you all. You all have been here all day showing us support. Like I said, we're going to be putting out many videos as possible. All right. Okay. And I want to definitely say that. They said, not you said beta bottom. I never heard that before. That ain't me. Okay. I'm an AT alpha top. Y'all have a wonderful night. Thank y'all so very much for tuning in to the Wiley Show. Make sure y'all thumbs up and subscribe. And until we meet again. Now, do y'all want me to go back live again? I know y'all do. You know, in honor of 10/10/2023, I'm gonna come right back and give y'all another video. All right. I'm gonna come right back and give y'all another video. I didn't know it was 10/10. It's telling me y'all want another video. All right. 10/10/2023. Now, if you know who Cynthia G is, I don't care if you know. I want to see Cynthia G name posted in the chat. I need to see about 10 people post her name in the chat. Turn to your neighbor and tell that neighbor to type in Cynthia G. I just want to see her name again because she a beautiful woman and I'm a beautiful black man. I'm not one of the betas. But Cynthia, I want y'all to type that in the chat. Tell my sister that I love her. Type in Cynthia G. I need to see 10 people type in Cynthia G name. I guess we got to start sending $20 to go like, okay, I would love to get that 20, Denise. Cynthia G name. Type that. I need to see 10 people. I see 4 people. I need to see Cynthia G name in there. All right, Cynthia G name. Let's be obedient. All right, Cynthia G name. I understand that you putting Wiley Show name. Thank you for putting Wiley Show name. I put Cynthia G. I just want to see Cynthia G name in the chat. I want to see her name in the chat. I need to see 2 more people just to post it in there. Come on, type it in there. Okay. Now, I need to see, thank you. I need to see the Wiley name in the chat. I need y'all to post it in there. Let me see who listening to me. Let me say who listening to me. Type in the Wiley Show. I already know. PDW. You said, who the heck is Cynthia G? Well, if you don't know, you know the Wiley Show, but we want to welcome you, PDW, for coming on the show. So type the Wiley. Yes, type in the Wiley Show. Yes, type in the Wiley Show really quickly. The Wiley Show. I want to see that down in the chat. Oh, yeah. I see that. Thank you. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Until next time, you guys, I will see y'all in the next live. We'll be right back in give me about 30 minutes. We're going to come right back because we got some more things to get into. All right. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. Thank you, KM. Said I'm the best show. Yeah. I like that. Oh, yes. Hey, you said it. And Lady E is in the chat and she said the Wiley Show. Look at Lady E. She came through. Look at Lady E. What? She in the chat. Look at Queen B in the chat. Elliot TV said, come back after 7. Little play nurse said Cynthia G. Ain't that something? And you see these people won't come in the chat, but nevertheless, we still love her though. I know I still love her. Tasha, thank you. I will see y'all in the future.